What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
So we're outside our house at our mailbox, and you can see our mailbox looks like basically any other mailbox in either Denmark or the US, but the big difference is it has our names on it. So there's Josh's name,
oh wow,
my name's there too, and that's really important because here in Denmark, if you don't have your name on your mailbox, sometimes the post people won't actually deliver your mail. They'll send it back because they can't prove that you live here. So that's a big difference from the U.S. because we're not required to do that in the U.S. It just goes by the house number.
Yeah.
So the post people just deliver it to whoever lives in the house. They don't know who lives there. They just care about the house number. So that's a big difference.
That is a huge difference. And I stress it because I'm cool with them knowing that if my name said this is where my address is, then they'll deliver the package or the mail that way. But then you also got to think about it. What if you move and you just never had a chance to, you know, switch everything over yet? They're going to still deliver to that just because the address is there.
Right, but in our last mailbox and in the mailbox we have now, we have our last name on it. So they know that way, but it's not required. But the bad part about it is you get so much mail from other people. I don't like that.
Man, yeah, that's
that.
So maybe if they see that our name was on it, they'll stop sending us people mail.
Exactly.
Got a point there.
And behind me are all of our trash cans.
What's your names on it?
Paper and plastic. We have cardboard. We've got our regular trash, food trash. So this is all like the extras from when you're cooking and things.
That's over 4 trash cans
and then
already.
Glass and metal, and finally our garden trash. So we've got a lot of trash cans. We do a lot of recycling, a lot of separating, and that's a big thing here in Denmark. Recycling's really big, so they make it as easy as possible. And all of these get picked up on different days. We just have to kind of note in a calendar what days they come. So that's a big difference from the U.S. All we had in the U.S. was basically like mixed recyclables. So anything that was recyclable went into one container. They didn't make any separation, and then we just had trash. And that was it. And it was really, really hard to do any really big recycling. We did a video about Demouchet station. We didn't really have those in the U.S. either. So, so yeah, there's lots more recycling done here in Denmark, and therefore lots more trash cans.
Okay.
A lot more trash cans.
Hey!
How would you feel with all those trash cans?
I wouldn't feel too happy about that. Monday trash, Wednesday trash, Friday trash. I gotta make sure I check all these boxes up to like I wouldn't be happy about that.
Yeah, that's a job.
I'll get used of it. I mean, it's not too hard to do, but from my standard, trash go to the street once a week.
Right. So that's every day.
Every day, basically.
Get a calendar by the door.
How would you feel about that? Having to make sure everybody put their trash in the right bin.
I think
you know
honestly,
what I mean?
It seems like a lot, but when you think about it, like we have young children.
Yeah.
They will enjoy that.
I
Separating things.
Yeah. So the benefit is definitely being organized.
You
know what I'm saying? Which trash? Which recycling?
All right, so one of the weird things about bathrooms in Denmark is the light switches are outside the bathroom rather than inside the bathroom. I don't understand why. If somebody knows the reason for this, tell me in the comments, because I don't understand it at all. But it is kind of fun to mess with people while they're going to the bathroom.
All right, so another thing I want to talk about is unfinished floors. So this is like the entrance to our new house, but it is actually the only room in our current house that has unfinished floors. But our 2 old houses in Denmark had only unfinished floors in every room of the house. However, I don't think none of our houses back in the US had unfinished floors. They were all, had the glossy top. And I don't know if I've ever even been in a house in the U.S. that had unfinished floors, so it's a very Danish or European thing. But yeah, it was something I definitely thought was a bit strange when I first came here.
That's different.
All right, so you're kind of getting a little bit of a tour of the house here. We're now in Miranda's office and looking at another light switch. It's a very light switch heavy tour and description of things. And in this case, what's interesting is there's an outlet at the switch. It's smart because there's obviously power going to the switch. And it allows you to do things like plug in a vacuum cleaner or something that you just need temporarily plugged in, and you don't need to like get on the ground or move furniture to find an outlet to plug something in. This is not something that happens in the US. The light switches are just light switches. There's no outlets next to it at all. So this is pretty handy. I like this. Almost every light switch in the house has an outlet directly below it if you need power.
All right, now we are in the kitchen.
Transition is crazy.
And something that I really thought was interesting when I first moved to Denmark is I remember walking into the kitchen in our very first house and saying, "Where's the fridge? Where is it?" But we had a built-in fridge, and it's quite common in Danish homes to have built-in fridges in the wall. But that was something that was very weird to get used to, and I definitely opened the wrong cabinet a few times when we first moved into our house here.
All right, and now we're going to switch.
So nice.
Yes.
Because I have one. I hope the sound, maybe stand over there. So, I hope the sound of the dishwasher isn't too loud over there. But also, this is a freezer. And as you can see, there's no mechanism for making ice cubes in this freezer at all. There's no thing to get. No, there's no, this isn't doing anything except
No ice.
No ice making facilities. Every refrigerator freezer I've ever had in America had the ability to make ice cubes. Even the cheapest one. We lived in this like super inexpensive, cheap, right out of college house in Tullahoma, Tennessee. I bought the cheapest refrigerator, which was also happened to be the most expensive one I could afford at the time. Even it had up at the top, quite common, the freezer at the top, a way to make ice cubes with water running into the freezer to do this. So I've always had free-flowing ice cubes at any point I wanted in my life until I moved here. 5.5 years of no ice cubes. That's a massive... This has been a struggle to get used to. Maybe not now because it's winter, but in the summertime,
So he says it's a struggle now. I was just about to ask you guys, which ones you prefer? Do you like the ones where you can make your own ice, or do you prefer where they don't have the built-in machine for it?
Because I love ice. I like to eat ice, so...
Yeah.
Oh, ice cubes, I love you so much.
This is one that I feel like you and I both miss.
Yes.
There's no bathtubs here. You can get a bathtub, but 90% of the homes, I would say, do not have a bathtub. You just have a standing shower.
Yeah,
and that's all you get.
We've never lived in a house that had a bathtub.
No. And I agree. You know, I'm getting used to it.
I've been in houses with a bathtub.
Yeah.
Other people's houses, not our houses. And it's not really common.
No. Sometimes I miss it, but that's what hotels are for. They have bathtubs. And we thought we'd just do a quick special honorable mention to the 2 buttons that you have on toilets. In the US, we just have a single flush. You flush the toilet and that's it. No more thought to it. Here you've got a light flush for light things and a heavier flush for heavier things. That's
I'm a frequent user of the heavy flush button.
So more water. It's a bit more forceful with the heavy flush. So So whichever one you need, you can do.
Good for energy water saving.
Yes, exactly.
Right? What do you think, buddy?
Ollie agrees.
Ollie agrees.
Oh, I think I got a lot of Ollie's butt on that. We're trying to get her to do weird things over here.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Wait. All right, go for it.
Okay. So one thing that I really noticed when we moved to Denmark, and I think this is just the Scandinavian style really coming out, but every room is white. They're all white. In every house we've lived in, all the rooms are just white. And I thought that was very interesting because the houses we've lived in the US were either like painted different colors. I remember our dining room in our house in DC was yellow. We had a green room or like wallpaper. But every room here in our house we've lived in are just white. It's very minimalist.
That's different.
I think it's quite nice, especially in the summer with all the natural light. But I definitely remember coming to the house and being like, this is so boring. Why is everything white? Okay, so I did have to slightly search the house for this because this house does not really have that much of this, but previous houses did. Dad doesn't believe me, but it's true. But that the plugs here have like switches to turn them on and off, which I find very interesting because that's not really a concept we have in the US. So I have a demonstration for you that it does in fact turn on and off for the switch. But yeah, this house doesn't really have that much, but previous houses definitely did. And it's something I think is very interesting. Oh, starting to turn on.
Whoa.
Ollie wants to be in every shot, guys. This is the end. Ollie, slightly go on.
No,
There we go.
come this way.
All right. Let's wrap this up, guys.
Yes. So thanks for watching. We hope you
Definitely.
enjoyed this episode on.
Yes, we did. Make sure you guys check their channel out. Some cool comparisons there. Definitely different. As for the last comment she made about the wallpapers and the white walls, we definitely love the design. Like, you gonna come in different houses and you will see different wall colors, different shades, different tints.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely gonna put up something and make it look good.
Yeah, depends on like if it's rented or your own house, your own taste. Yeah. So that was interesting to watch. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.